Zach, I love the opening scene, the vignette where all the characters are introduced. Can you talk me through your decision to go that route? Because there are some action scenes during that would be like the culmination of a lot of films.
Yeah, I really I wanted the movie. I did want to sort of shorthand this opening because I really wanted to get to sort of the veteran. These are veterans of a zombie war going back, not newbies who had just learned how to navigate it. So I knew I needed to do that within the confines of this title sequence. And so, yeah, that was really my philosophical approach. And then in design, it was really just in creating the vignettes, I just felt like I wanted to just show, intimate to big and then small to big. It was really about the individual things that happen and then these like large scale things that happen. And I just felt like it was super fun. Even musically, it was fun to do. I just that I'm you know how I feel about title sequences. It's just fun.
Yeah, and you mentioned, these are veterans, and the film feels so fresh because it's not taking place like during an outbreak. It's completely contained. Um, there's so many zombie films. Do you feel like that really helped it stand out, and the heist motif?
Sure, I think that because I was really I was really into this notion of sort of examining and sort of deconstructing genre with this movie and sort of understanding the tropes and then designing the tropes to kind of stretch the movie to its edges, but then always trying to use sort of the humanity of the characters to bring it back down. So it's like constantly expanding and contracting based on sort of the emotions of or the emotional needs of the characters. And I think that structure really kind of pushed aside whatever kind of normal whatever you would call like a normal zombie structure, because it did bring all these tropes, but it brought it more just from pure genre than from pure like zombie genre, just like whether it be Escape from New York or like uh Planet of the Apes or Aliens. It was more of that kind of movie than a straight zombie movie, if that makes sense.
There's such a like contrast in moods. It's hilarious at some points. It's also very emotional, and there's tender moments. Can you talk about that balancing act as a director?
Yeah, I think it's all about sort of subverting expectation for what's coming next. Like and also using the comedies just as kind of a little pressure release. Just kind of just keeping you from like overheating, and then like I would use the comedy to kind of let it come back down again. And I think that and like Matthias, is he's a great foil for that stuff, because he's kind of us in the movie. He's kind of the non-zombie expert in a sea of zombies. And yeah, so it's a hard balance, but I think that I love its sort of self-aware quality, and it's hard to pull it off exactly without having really good actors and really solid sort of drama at its heart, to kind of keep you hooked in.
I love that there's a class system with the zombies because it gives the film a clear antagonist. What was your thoughts? Like, what made you lead to that decision to have that big bad guy at the end?
Yeah, I always like the idea of like a King Zombie or Zeus Zombie. I just think that that's a really kind of incredible like reveal that like, yeah, there's all this hordes of zombies, but no, there's one in particular that you don't want to come across. It's like the most, it's instinctive and it's kind of basic to the way we feel, but it hasn't really been explored that deeply in this genre. And even Athena, who plays the queen, she's amazing. She does an amazing job. Just
Thank
kind
you
of being
so
atrocious.
thank you so much for your time today, Zach.
Cheers. Thank you, brother.